Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here and welcome back to another Destiny video. And in this video I want to show you guys where you can find the 4 remaining Dormant SIVA clusters. These are the ones located in the new Wrath of the Machine raid. I've currently got guides for all the other clusters over on the channel, and if you guys have missed those then I will link all of them in the description box down below. I've broken them into the different categories: Clovis Bray, Iron Lord and Fallen. But of course the final 4 Fallen ones are, as mentioned, located in the raid. So in this guide I will show you where to find all of them. So if you guys do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know if you have any questions. But to begin with, the very first one, this is number 3.8. You'll find in the Splicer's Den. Now this is just after you completed the first encounter outside. You've opened the doors, you worked your way into the raid, and this is known as the Splicer's Den. Now what you're going to do from here is you are going to follow the pathway as if you are going to the next boss fight where you actually fight Volsic for the final time, you actually kill him. However, before you jump up and go through this doorway to the left, the one that is glowing bright orange to kind of indicate this is where you should go, instead of going down there, take a right and walk all the way down here. You basically follow a straight line. It's pretty long, but you follow a straight line, get to the very end, then the pathway will end. So what you want to do is jump over to the right hand side, turn around, jump back, and that is where the first cluster is. This is number 3.8. Then, as for the second one, this is number 3.9. This will be found after you defeat Volsic. When you leave his room, there is another jumping puzzle, and again, the cluster isn't too far removed from the kind of default path you're supposed to follow. So you begin jumping this way. I'll let the footage play in the background so you guys can see. You jump across all of these platforms, and this is, as mentioned, the usual route that you take. However, when you start nearing the end of the corridor, instead of taking the lower platforms and going through the sort of alleyway, what you want to do is jump higher and take the platforms that are above. If you then follow these ones, again in a pretty straight line, there will be a box and you can actually jump on top of it, and this is where the next cluster is. Now you want to kind of make sure your jumping is right, because if you hit your head at the top, then you might actually fall down. But regardless, it's not hard to get there. It's just that you won't necessarily see the cluster by walking past. You actually have to get up here and go out of your way. So that is number 3.9. Then as for 3.7, this is probably the easiest one to find. This is straight off the siege engine. Once you've defeated it and you drop down onto this rock, which is of course where you find the chest where you can get some of your rewards, what you then do is ignore the bridge in front of you, turn right, jump over the rocks, drop down onto this little ledge, and then in this little alcove or in this little kind of crevice, you'll find the cluster number 3.7. And then as for the final one, number 3.6, this is located in the very beginning of the server room, the kind of maze style room where you go in and it's typically dark to begin with. There's a lot of enemies that come at you, the lights turn on later, and there's just these mass load of server farms. So what you want to do here is, right at the very beginning when you walk in, look to the left, down below the walkway. If you pull out your ghost, you'll see that it will highlight that there is a platform there. It's pretty dark, but if you pull out your ghost, it's very easy to see. You want to drop down onto that platform and then look up to the underside of the walkway, and you will see the Dormant SIVA cluster there. This is one of those ones where you'll basically just need to jump to it, grab it and then die, but that is where you find 3.6. And with that, if you guys have followed all of my other guides, then you should now have 30 out of 30 Dormant SIVA clusters. Now, as it currently stands, there's no quest for it right now. I returned to Felwinter Peak, there's nothing to kind of do with Tira or Shax or even Shiru, so it's more than likely that it's some sort of time-gated quest, kind of like how some of the other ones worked in The Taken King, assuming of course that these do link to some sort of exotic. But if they are, then it's either time-gated or linked to an item that we have yet to acquire. But for the time being, for the collectors out there, at least this will help with your grimoire, and at least it now means that you have all of the clusters, so if something does show up and it does turn into an exotic quest line, then you are ready to go. So, hopefully you guys find this helpful. Again, if you guys missed any of the previous guides, you can find them linked down below. But thanks for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.